Good afternoon, everyone. KYN here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Deceit's Lemmings. So, last time we solved several more levels of the Mayhem rank, and now we are down to the final 3 levels. So, this may be the final LP video of the pack already. So, I pretty much ended up going through this pack a lot faster than I thought I would. So, let's just go ahead and get into the Let's Play and try to get this done and over with. Alright, so we are on Mayhem 20. Okay, I have no idea how you say the first one. It's like Kwezung at the mountain. Don't know what that is. 40 Lemmings, 30 to be saved here, and a time limit of 12 minutes. I certainly remember this level. I'm pretty sure this had a lot of builders though, but they surprisingly ran out very fast. Oh yeah, absolutely. We have 50 builders. Okay, and then clearly for these guys, the only way out. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. We don't have to build our way out. Plus, some of them would be trapped anyway, as the corridor is way too small. Yeah, instead they will all have to climb out. So instead, we will have to use the right hatch to rescue them. But on the other hand, they will have to. This is also a very small corridor. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. The climb. Oh, actually. Hold on. Oh, yes. To get to the right exit, the climbers will use this one. But to get to the left exit, the floaters will use this one. So yes, it's kind of like a switcheroo here. So everyone here will become floaters, or at least most of them, since yeah, here we're allowed to lose up to 10. Okay, so this isn't too bad. Although, yeah, one of them will still have to be a sacrifice, since we need to build a platform for the climbers over here. Okay, and then the rest of it is just making our way through this terrain here. Alrighty, so we're just gonna go ahead and start with the right entrance here. And we have a pretty high release rate. Yeah, so one of them will be both a floater and a climber. Yeah, and we have plenty of skills here. So it's pretty much 20 of everything except for builders, where we have 50. But even then, yeah, don't be fooled by the huge amount of builders. You'll be surprised at how very quickly they run out. Alrighty. And the time limit may seem very generous here, but it's actually not. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and dig to turn her around. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I think this would just take one builder. Alrighty, and then here we're gonna go ahead and build a bridge. And we had no bashers. So it's technically almost a 20 of everything. Yeah, except for builders where we have 50, and we are missing the bashers. That's something I just realized just now. So, yeah, this guy can go on ahead and exit. Yeah, here we're just gonna use a series of small staircases here. Okay, and then he's gonna turn back around. Alright, and then build our way to the left here. Yeah, and then have him turn around again to build the other way. Here he should be able to go up all this. Yes. Yeah, I think here we can just simply dig and then mine. Yeah, because these guys will be climbers, so they'll just simply climb up all that. Okay, as for this part, here actually, yeah, let's just go underneath. Yeah, let's make a minor staircase here. Okay, so the ceiling is still too thick here. Yeah, but we can do this. Alright, and then we get to here. And then let's go ahead, build up here. Let's see. I think they could still step up that, but we could just mine into here. Alright. Oh, actually, no, it's gonna be too low. So I need to build a little further back. Alrighty. Then here, let's go ahead. Let's release the floater group. Let's see. He did float down there, right? Yeah. Alrighty. And then comes the floater group. And then I'm gonna go ahead and send up a climber. See, we're already running out of time. But let's see where there needs to be some work here. So we need to get here. And then over here. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and build up. Yeah, time's running out pretty fast here. So it might be a good time to like send everybody out now. Or at least almost everyone. Yeah, one of them will unfortunately be stuck down there. And yeah, let's go ahead and keep going with our work with Lemming. Yeah, a couple more places that we need to mine. Then I believe we should be good to go. Oop, not a builder. Okay, and yes, they can just climb up that. Okay, and that should do it. Now I just need to pray that they all make it on time. Okay, 14 seconds to spare here. Yeah, then with the nuke, 4 more seconds. Okay, so not a hard low, just need to know how to get through the terrain and get your specialist groups and make sure that you don't run out of time. Alrighty, and then the infamous level here, Mayhem 21, enter at your own risk. When I first played through this pack on Lemmix. This was the level that I could not solve at the time. But when I came back to this level about a year or so later, yeah, then I was able to solve it. So, I do have a replay at this level. However, I would like to try to reattempt to reproduce this solution here. So, I'm just going to play it as if I have never solved it before. But even then, it's been quite a while though. So, it may still take me some time to flesh out some of the details. But, yes, this is a pretty clever level. Yeah. The author himself thought originally wanted to like remove this level from the pack in the end, just because he felt it was too difficult. But there were other members who said, no, we didn't think it was unfair at all. And I absolutely agree with them. This level is not unfair. Yeah, it is hard, but it just requires knowing the game mechanics in order to solve this. So, let me see here. So what we will need to do is this. We're gonna need to block here, and then send a climber up. And then, let me see, what else needs to be done here. Alrighty, and then... let's see, what else needs to be done here. And then here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait. Yeah, until 30 Lemmings are released. But as a matter of fact, I need to go ahead and release a climber. Let me see. Do I need to build? I don't think so, because they're the climbers. So when we get it around the 50 mark, yeah, then I will have to start releasing the climbers and also max up the release rate. Alright, now we should go ahead and... Oh, actually, no, hold on. Yeah, let me wait before maxing out the release rate. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and release the 30 climbers here. Okay, everyone else will be trapped between the blocker and the wall here. Alrighty, and then what we're going to do here is, let me see, how far up do I want to build? Yeah, I hope I can get the details correct here. Okay, that guy ended up being released a little too early. So, no, let me go ahead and wait. Okay, now let me go ahead and release a climber from the crowd. Okay, and then we will almost have 30 Lemmings in there. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and max out the release rate. And then we'll go ahead and start releasing the 30 climbers. Actually, I think I might have waited a little too late that time. Alright, and let's go ahead and start releasing the climbers. Let's see. I think here I don't want to bomb yet. I think here I simply want to bash. Ah, that guy ended up falling past. Maybe the solution will still work, but I do not know. Let's see though. So basically, the key part is this. Yeah, this requires the nuke. And basically in Neo Lemmix, the Lemmings that are released the earliest receive the timer first, while those that that spawn much later receive the timer later. So because this blocker was the first Lemming out, he receives the timer out of everyone first. No, not like that. But basically that's the idea though. So no, I believe I will have to build a little farther back. So let me go ahead and redo this part again. And no, let me go ahead and wait. Alright, let's go ahead and release the climber now. Alrighty, and then 30 Lemmings are almost out. Alrighty, go ahead and max out the release right here. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and release the 30 climbers right now. Alrighty, here I'm gonna build a little further back. I think this will still allow him to bomb through the floor to the exit. Yeah, I think just barely though. No, now he's a little too high there. Alright, yes. So there's only a thin amount of terrain there. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and wait for the other climbers and floaters to come, the other athletes, before we start the nuke. So right now, oh, actually, I think I might have started a little too late. So right now, yeah, right now. Okay, that might have been too early. Oh, and I actually made it. Oh wow. So yeah, that's basically the idea. The whole idea here is that this is a solution, a nuke solution that is very well hidden in plain sight, and that's the thing that prevented me from solving this level the first time I played through this pack. But around the time when I came back to this level, I've realized, oh wait, I think the nuke solution is involved here, and indeed it is. And really, it just comes down to knowing, yeah, when do the Lemmings receive the nuke timer? And as I explained, the ones that spawn the earliest receive the timer first, before those that spawn later. So here, this was the reason why it was necessary to send out some of the athletes. Yeah, so as to so basically as to like rescue them before they can explode from the nuke. Because if that's allowed to happen, then you just end up losing too many Lemmings. Yeah, before the nuke can do its job and save enough. But here, I'm actually surprised that it still ended up working, despite the fact that one of the final athletes ended up exploding before he could exit. Yeah, when he was an athlete. But anyway, yes, like I said, that's the solution. When you realize that, then it's not so unfair after all. You just need to know the game mechanics in order to solve it. Okay, and then finally, the final level of the pack, Mayhem 22, which interestingly enough does not have a level title. And here we have 1,000 Lemmings, and we only need to save half of them, and we have an entire hour to do so. At least in the in-game clock we do. So, and it says, aren't they hard? And we have an infinite amount of skills. So, with how we have an infinite amount of everything, this should not be a hard level for anyone. It should be a total piece of cake here. Let me see here. Where do I want to hold him back? Let me go ahead and do it here. then I'm gonna go ahead and mine. Oh, that doesn't even hold them back. However, I can bash into the A. Okay, and he gets stopped. Okay, he managed to land on the apostrophe there. So yeah, nothing too slow, just build your way across. Navigating through the terrain however you can. Alrighty. So at this point we only have 41 Lemmings spawn and still 959 to go. Alrighty, now let me see if it's possible to release the blocker. It should be. But I think unfortunately they're gonna... Nope, they won't. I just need to stop the miner before he breaks through. And that's it. Now we just time skip this a lot. Because it's gonna take an awfully long time. Yeah, and it only ended up taking 7 minutes. Alrighty. So a very easy 100% solution there. And with the completion of Mayhem 22, it brings us back to the first level, which is Fun 1. Alrighty, so that is Deceit's Lemmings. So, managed to finish the entire LP in just 6 videos. And I believe for the very, for the very first time in a very long time, this is another pack that I managed to complete without any level needing more than 1 video to solve. Because pretty much every pack that I've LP'd, there has been at least 1 level that I needed more than 1 video in order to solve. But this will be the second one in which no level requires more than 1 video. So yes, now that I had a chance to play through the pack again, but for Neo Lemmix, I definitely remember why I like this pack a lot. It definitely does get extremely difficult near the end, but even then, it's still these levels aren't anything that I'm not able to handle. As a matter of fact, it's still easier than some of the other packs that I have played. Yeah, including like Seplems and United and Nepstolems, which I still haven't finished, by the way. I still need to finish Nepstolems, but United and Seplems I have already completed. So yes, it may be a very short pack, but it's still not like a complete walk in the park, and there's still plenty of challenges in here. Yeah, especially near the end when you get to Taxing and Mayhem. So regarding the levels themselves, yeah, all the fun ones, they were pretty good. Very, very easy levels. That wouldn't give anyone too much trouble, I think. And then, but when you get to tricky, yeah, then things start getting a little harder, but still not too hard. Monkey Magic was good. Pipeline Parallel was also pretty good. Meet the Nessie again, yeah. Just pretty much the right half of the level, and just a completely different solution. But even then, still not that much harder than the original. Two's Company, that was a pretty good one. Excavation Area, yeah. Kind of a breeder level there. And at least the traps are visible here. Northland Builders, yeah, that one was kind of breeder as well. Consider Yourself, yeah, that was a really huge breeder. Oh, Stairway Garden, that was a pretty good one. I really like this one. Yeah, just delaying the crowd as much as possible to give the worker lemming enough time to make the huge bridge to the exit. Pretty good one. This one, yeah, it's a very, very restricted skill set. Yeah, which kind of indicate that this level will be difficult, but it's really not too hard at all. Just need to know how to get through the terrain with the very limited skill set. So efficient. Yeah, I think as I recently had a discussion with a forum member on YouTube. Yeah, I believe he is correct in that it is intentional to go underneath the level. Yeah, and therefore it is not a back row. Because originally what I did was try to build over the obstacles, and I think every time you do that, you'll always end up a builder short or so. So maybe it is intentional to go underneath. Hold the line. Yeah, only 2 skill types, but this one shouldn't take too long to figure out. I just struggled with it for about a minute or so. This one was a pretty good one of everything. Yeah, a little difficult, but it's not too hard. Let me march. Yeah, this one was a pretty good one to end the rank. It's another one of everything. Also, so it is a little difficult to figure out how to get everyone down safely, and also to basically rescue everyone here within the very strict time limit. And then when we get to taxing, yeah, then things finally start getting difficult, but still not too hard. Yeah, for my what do you call it? Like skill level, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty much one of the more adept solvers among the community. Number one, taxing one I remember being difficult. Yeah, when I first played it. But it's a very very nice one. It kind of reminds me of Disc Corrosion from Oh No More Lemmings, and it seems to be based on that low anyway, based on the title, One More Corrosion. And Broad Bandit, nothing too difficult about this one. I think it's just simply the strict time limit. That's what makes it hard. This one was a nice one as well. Just need to know the tricks involved here. Yeah, in order to get through this. So in particular, canceling a miner with another one, and basically have someone turn around while a miner tunnel is in progress. I remember being difficult when I first played it. Although I kind of recall another level. Yeah, it was either this one or some similar level to this, where they were pretty much like fake objects. Basically, what looked like terrain actually turned out to be steel and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't remember if it was this one or it was something else. Yeah, it might have even been from another Lemmix pack, but I don't know. I don't remember. And it's possible that it might have been from Custom as well. Okay, five can be difficult, but it's still not all that hard, especially since you have far more skills um, than you need, yeah, in order to solve. Yeah, but it's a pretty nice one though. This one, yeah, this one was far easier than I thought it'd be. It really wasn't too much to this here. It's just really just using the bombers to get through, and also the diggers. 7 was a pretty good one. 8. This one can be difficult, but yeah, it's just simply knowing how to get through the terrain here in order to drop down safely to the exit. Snow aesthetics. Yeah, nothing too hard about this one, other than just making sure that nobody slips into the water and drowns. Yeah, before the builders get across to the other side. Here, I would say that the timing is extremely tight here, though. The time limit is really no problem here at all. Pillar Confusion. I remember this one being a bit difficult when I first played it, but really, again, it all comes down to. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not this one. Yeah, it would be the other marble level in the Mayhem rank. Yeah, at least maybe the reason why it was difficult for me was because I probably just ended up overcomplicating the solution when I originally played this on Lemmix. Downhill, kind of a breather here in a way, but even then, the skill set is extremely tight, and you simply cannot waste anything here. Taxing 12, yeah, I remember this one was pretty hard. Um, but even more so is the execution of the solution. Because the digger assignment is very very precise here. In getting the lemmings down safely and onto the builder bridge. Yeah, but after that, the rest of it is easy. I also ran on Taxing 13 being difficult, but it's a very, very nice one. It's pretty much one of my favorites of the rank. Um, and like I said in the LP video where I solved this level, I'm this might have been the level where I learned that it's possible to turn a digger around with a blocker. Yeah, it might have been a custom lemming pack for those, where I might have learned the trick, but at the same time, it might have been this one as well, because I remember I was able to solve this level without getting any help. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even aware of a Lemmings community at the time. It would have been years before I found out, online. But this is a really, really nice one. I really like this one. Yeah, as difficult as it can be. And then yes, Bubble Trouble. Like I said, it's very interesting that Deceit has a level where I also have a contest level with the exact same level title. But and as expected, it is a bubble level, but it is very, very different. Yeah, here he has um only 20 lemmings, and I believe I do have as well, but I have it at a maxed out release rate. And also my level has 3 minutes instead of 1 minute. So this one, um, it's basically it would have been a completely straightforward low otherwise without the very strict time limit. And so that's the main challenge here: finishing the low before you run out of time. Um, but it is a very nice low though, and it's very, very satisfying to beat the tight timer here. And so um, I just want to say that I don't ever recall their low being called Bubble Trouble. So therefore, I definitely had no intention, or rather, it was not intended that I was stealing somebody else's level title, because, like I said, I do not remember there being a level called Bubble Trouble. But it's nice to know that that there is already a level by that title, and it seems that his Deceit legacy has carried on when I made my contest level with the same level title. And then when we get to Mayhem, yeah, then they'll start getting harder still. But even then, still nothing too difficult. But they are hard though. One is a harder than usual level to start off the rank, and but it is a very, very nice solution though. It's all about figuring out how to get both groups of lemmings to the exit with the very, very limited skill set. And then two, yeah, I remember this one being hard as well, but it's a very, very nice one. The main difficulty here is just simply getting both lemmings to survive both falls. And then three, yes, I absolutely remember this one being difficult. Yeah, when I first played this level. Yeah, it took me quite a while before I figured this out. Um, it is a nice solution, but it is extremely tight and can be difficult to execute. But it is very, very nice though, especially with delaying lemmings as much as possible in order to give the worker enough time to build the three bridges to the exit. Yes, this is the marble level I was thinking of. I remember this one being a bit difficult, but again, it's all about knowing the tricks needed. So, in particular, the builder wall, so that nobody steps out to the left, and also using the dolly dimple trick in order to isolate a worker lemming. So, because of that, it was an extremely quick solve. Five. I remember this one being difficult at first as well. Yeah, when I first played it. Really, it's just a lot of timing needed here. So that you're able to get the tasks complete. Yeah, in particular with the one-way walls near the end. And then Mayhem 6, Lemmings Uncharted. Yeah, here's another thing where there's also currently an in-progress pack by another forum member, and he happened to title it Lemmings Uncharted. And so, I'm pretty sure I don't even know if this member has even played Deceit's Lemmings, but I would definitely bring it up with him, and let him know that oh hey, you happen to have a lower pack that happen to have the exact same title as a level from Deceit's Lemmings that I just played. So I'll see what his reaction is. But there's a second thing, yeah, where there's a something with the same title as something else somewhere on the forums, and yep, your legacy is definitely your pack definitely has a great legacy here on Deceit. um, Pop up lovely, yeah, nothing too difficult about this one. Just need to know how to get the bottom crowd up, yeah, to the exit. That's really like the only hard part here. Stairwork progress, not a hard level, just hard due to the time limit. Follow the jungle. Yeah, I remember this one being hard when I first played this level. And I definitely remember going up the right side of the level. But here I ended up using the left side. Yeah, in order to solve it. And I've already watched a couple of solutions. Yeah, from other forum members with this level. And yeah, one ended up taking the right side. So for some very odd reason, I did not see it. The way to get up. Or maybe the level has changed. Yeah, since then. Yeah, maybe that's the reason why. But even then, I could always check to see if it is possible. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. Yeah, and then another forum member ended up going up the left side like I did. 10, nothing too hard about that one. That was also a very fast solve. Complexity, yeah, I probably ended up making this harder than I needed to, and hence the reason why I ran into problems with the timer here. Um, it can be difficult, yeah, especially as suggested by the low title, but yeah, it's not too hard. Yeah, just need to be able to get through the terrain with an extremely limited amount of destructive skills, and also the builders, which seem plentiful but can also run out pretty fast. Shorter, shorty deep inside. I definitely ended up overcomplicating this, especially since it nearly fails. Yeah, where I started catching the climbers here. Um, I've only watched one other solution here, and I definitely like his solution better. Yeah, than the one I used here. It's definitely easier, but it almost nearly fails as well because the builder almost finishes before the last climber king was able to get through before hitting his head/nose on the builder staircase. So it seems like that's supposed to happen, but even then, the timing there can be extremely tight. 13, I really like this one. It was a very very nice level. Yeah, I really like how you had to send some worker lemmings up and over. You had to force some of the path and then just work your way back and get into the terrain. Yeah, so that the crowd can proceed further to the right. And then simply digging with the final lemming. Yeah, to get the one of the worker lemmings that's trapped down here. Yeah, so that they can both climb out to the right and get to the exit. Lemmings Fever. Yeah, it's not a hard level, just hard due to the extremely strict time limit. I did see someone else's solution to this level, and yes, I also like his solution better than mine. Yeah, because mine really um really gets really cuts it really close on time. Whereas his, yeah, he manages to finish with several seconds to spare. So yeah, I gotta say that's quite clever with what he did anyway to get through both walls as quickly as possible. Um, Mayhem 15 can be difficult, but it's still not too hard. Um, I also watched a solution on this level, and yeah, that's very clever with what he did with getting up the level. Yeah, instead of using the mini basher staircases like I did, and then simply building my way up in the middle. But even then, in some ways, I kind of prefer my solution over his because um, just because there isn't as much fiddliness. Um, Scaffold, Mayhem 16. Yeah, this one can be difficult. I mean, it is difficult, but like, yeah, just need to know how to release both blockers and also be able to turn everyone back around to the right. 17. Yeah, I remember this one being difficult when I first played this. I think it was just simply I just simply had trouble with the execution, and maybe I just couldn't wrap my head around some things here. In particular, Um, Unlike Neo Lemmix, where the trap triggers are shown, and mostly due to the fact that the retractable boulder trap from the dirt tile set, it's generally like hidden inside the terrain and stuff. But here, it's been agreed to like make the trap triggers visible, yeah, by having an animation play. Um, but here I ended up not having as much trouble as I did before. Yeah, it is a very nice level though, and can certainly be extremely easy. You know how. 18, the Enigma. Yes, I remember this one being difficult when I first played this. I think I even ended up using the exact same solution as I did the first time when I first played the level. Um, Also watched another solution to this one, and yes, I prefer the other one. A lot easier. Um, and definitely not really any timing needed at all. Um, was it worth? Mayhem 19. There wasn't anything too difficult about this one. I might have been maybe slightly less efficient, but it wasn't too much less efficient. I just simply beat everyone. Um, so I basically showing the amount of walking that was needed in order to have everyone be able to turn back to the right before the miner broke through to the left. 20, yeah, nothing too difficult about this one. Just need to know which lemmings will go into which exit and just how to get through the terrain. And 50 builders may seem like a lot, but they actually end up running out pretty fast. And the time limit may seem extremely generous, but in reality, it is actually extremely tight. And then Mayhem 21, just like I said before, I was not able to solve this though in my first pass when I first played the pack on Lemmix. But then I came back to this level about a year or so later, and I was able to solve it then. So I I can say that I was pretty proud of being able to figure it out on my own. Um, just because I had the realization, oh wait, maybe it's a nuke solution. Maybe that's what it is, and indeed it happens to be so. And um, yeah, one of the forum members actually got inspiration from this level and made a level in United that involves that solution. Involves using the nuke. Um, so so when I finally realized that the nuke is needed in that level, I even asked the author if he got some inspiration from Deceit's Lemmings, yeah, for that level, because pretty much the solutions are very similar in that they both involve the nuke. So yes, other than that, yeah, if you're not aware that the nuke is needed here, then pretty much the level can be impossible. Um, and again, generally levels that require the nuke, those solutions tend to be extremely well hidden from plain sight. Yeah, and then finally the final level, which doesn't even have a title. Yeah, absolutely nothing to this level. It's extremely easy, especially since you only need to say half the number of lemmings from 1,000, and you have an infinite amount of skills of everything. So absolutely no problem at all. And I guess that's basically like a reward for having been possibly the hardest level in the entire pack, which is Mayhem 21. Um, so yes, that is Deceit's Lemmings. And basically, I read some documentations somewhere, and according to the current new Lemmix developer, um, with the translation, because there is a possibility that the author, Deceit, is maybe Korean, and nobody happens to know Korean, so when he translated what the README was saying, basically, Deceit wanted to offer anyone who was able to beat the entire Mayhem rank pizza. But that was many years ago. And I'm pretty sure by the time I started playing through this pack, I don't think he even was doing it anymore. Especially since he pretty much has never posted on the forums until maybe around 2019, I think, near the end, I think. So pretty much around the fourth quarter of 2019. And I believe I started playing the pack around, oh, I don't know, maybe 2017 or possibly even 2018. It's possible that I might have played it in 2019 as well, but I honestly do not remember. Um, but even then, yeah, I would not have gotten it anyway because I pretty much have solved every Mayhem level except for Mayhem 21, the penultimate one. Yeah, and then there happened to exist one more level beyond that. But even then, I'm one to like pretty much not skip around the pack, so I pretty much play the levels in order. So I pretty much would have been stuck in there on Mayhem 21 for quite a while. But like I said before, once I came back about a year or so later, yeah, it was very, very satisfying being able to figure it out. And so, um, when I finally got through Mayhem 21, yeah, I proceeded to finish the rest of the pack. Well, pretty much the last level after that one. Yeah, because there's only one level after Mayhem 21. So yes, this is Deceit Lemmings. Uh, I want to thank you guys for watching this LP if you've been following along, and be on the lookout for my next LP. I think I will also tackle another smaller pack, yeah, before taking on a much bigger one. But there are some things that I would like to take care of before I get back into an LP. So I will see you all for the next one. I really, really hope you enjoyed this LP series on Deceased Lemmings, and I'll see you all for the next one when I have decided what my next Let's Play will be. Peace out.